What's good, folks? We got the Seahawks this week at Seattle on a Thursday. I don't know why the NFL does that to us. Last year it was Turkey Day, right?
Yep.
So that makes sense. But I
This
believe this makes 3 years in a row we've played on a Thursday at Seattle.
I was just
I
gonna
couldn't.
say that.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, and it's like I don't know why they do that to us. I mean, we're just coming off the loss to the Arizona Cardinals, a 1 point loss, like 3 losses, grand total of 10 points. It's kind of disconcerting, but like that Bill Belichick presser from back in the day when he was just mad that the Patriots lost, and the reporters kept asking him questions. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But his only answer to them was, I've moved on to Cincinnati. That was it. They're asking him all kinds of questions. He looks directly at the reporter. I moved on to Cincinnati. I mean, that was his only answer in the whole presser. It's like, yeah, I've moved on to Seattle. Like, pretty much got no choice with the freaking short week.
Yep.
But you guys are in the same boat, though, right?
Yep.
You just lost to the Giants.
Yeah. Well, we had a chance to go to overtime, but the Giants defender blocked that game tying field goal, and then we were just not playing very good the whole time. So its offense just hardly could get anything going because we were sitting there making Daniel Jones look like an MVP quarterback.
Yeah, believe it or not, Daniel Jones actually has better numbers than Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if you've ever heard about that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's missed a lot more games than Trevor Lawrence. Let's be honest.
Yep.
But he does career wise. He has better numbers than a $55 million man. That's what his contract extension was, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, it's insane. Well, Dan, we have some early birds. We got Lawrence, platform 246, tuning in. It was like 2:20 something in the afternoon. Well, my time. It'd be 1:20 something your time. We got Bebop tuning in at 2:53 in the afternoon, which would be almost 2 o'clock your time. Oh, there's Spongy. What's up, buddy? That's a resident Eagles fan. They did good this last week.
Yep.
You saw that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they were just sitting home watching football. Can't beat that.
Yeah, they're on their bye week.
Yep. At Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, buddy? He's a cool Rams fan. There's Sentinel. What's cracking, man?
What's up, Sentinel?
But yeah, I mean, it seems like we're both coming off of losses at this point, right?
Right.
And it's almost like the 49ers, if we win this game, I believe it ties us for the lead in the NFC West with you guys at 3-3.
Uh-huh.
You know, um, and
And if we
that's
sorry,
go ahead, go ahead.
and if Seattle somehow wins this game, like that's just like that would just put us like 2 games ahead, and then you guys would be going down a deeper hole.
And would have KC coming to our house in 10 days after that game. And then the
That's not
Dallas
going to be good.
Cowboys, which I'm not thinking that you can't think that far ahead right now.
Uh-huh.
You just can't. You got to look at next week because being 2-3, it's like week by week. You got to get that win. Um, but yeah, it's our team. We've been injured. We haven't. We both of our teams have injuries. Yours are more on the defensive side of the ball, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, because I was saying what Derek Hall, Tariq Woolen. I think Boye Mafe is going to come back Thursday.
Okay.
So those two, it's like we won't have Byron Murphy, and we just lost Uchenna Nwosu He's about to be put on IR, it's but the best part is he's not going to be out the rest of the season because he's out with a oblique injury, I believe.
Oh, oblique. Well, he missed last year, but that was a more severe injury, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. And I mean, injury wise, Kittle's been banged up, Debo's been banged up. Um, a running back, we're missing CMC, the offensive player of the year last year.
Yeah. That is
And
really hurting you guys. But
that's where I'm honestly thinking our red zone woes come in. Because he scores, he does score touchdowns,
he does.
he takes a lot off the plate of all the other players down there. So I at this point, like last week we were in the red zone 5 times. We come away with 1 touchdown, 3 field goals, and a turnover. You can't do that. Can't do that and win games. You're down there 5 times. You better be scoring at least 3 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, because now you guys can't do that when you're playing us on Thursday. I mean, if you get in our red zone and you're just kicking field goals, it's like, well, that's not going to win you the ball game.
Oh, so Kenny, he's come on lately. This Kenny 49ers, he's cool. Kenny, this here's Seahawks Eddie, buddy. He's been around for years. Yeah. We actually do this show before we started kind of making it a normal thing before the Niners and the Seahawks play. And then, of course, Tommy Huxley spitting facts. Yes, Travarius Ward is playing like ass. If he follows DK Metcalf might just have a good game at this point because the guy's fighting a groin injury. When the groin injury goes away, I expect him to be what he was last year. And Tommy Huxley says hi.
What's up, Tommy? Me and Tommy talk through messages.
Yeah, Tommy's cool. But yeah, a lot of these guys are like, what? I normally don't go live on Tuesdays. It's one of my days off, folks. So it's Thursday. Those are the days I typically take off. But this is a special week. We play on Thursday.
Yeah. So, and this is our first rival game that we're having.
That's right. Right.
Now you guys have already had 2 rival games. Like first one was the Rams, and then this past one was the Cardinals.
And we had them both, buddy. We were up 10 points on both these teams and just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done.
That's what I was watching because I saw both of those. Like somebody's like, how are you guys letting these teams come back and beat you? Okay, because now when I was watching the highlight against the Rams, like you guys had a big lead on them, and the next thing you know, Matthew Stafford and the Rams start making a huge comeback.
And we literally never closed the door on them. That was part of the problem is the red zone woes, like I was saying. Niners, let's kick field goal. We'll take 3. Okay. Let's score a touchdown. Kyle Shanahan, you're the offensive genius, aren't you? Dial up a play. Let's see this. Let's see this genius come on out and put 6 down instead of 3. A lot of people would say 7, but you got to hit the extra point afterwards,
Yeah.
So right now I'm looking at it like a lot of what's going on with our team is a coaching problem. Yeah, we're have injury issues. We're missing players like one of our rotational defensive linemen who was going to be a pretty good sized piece of the defense has been put on IR, but it's not season ending, right?
Right.
That was Yetur Gross-Matos, the guy we signed from Carolina. He's like a 5-6 sack a season guy, but he's kind of like Charles Omenihu. You can play him outside, pass rush him from the inside. He was very versatile, but we're going to be without him for probably 5-6 weeks. We lost Hargrave for the year.
Oh yeah, with that ACL injury.
It was actually a torn tricep, I guess.
Oh,
It sounds painful. It
prayers to
does.
him.
So, he has to get that surgically repaired and get back to rehab. And they did not rule him out of the playoffs. But that's if we make it. If we make it. I
And,
said I wasn't going to talk about it, folks, but that's how I'm going to talk about it.
and
If nothing's guaranteed, right?
and and I saw you got. I saw you guys' as kicker is gonna be missing like 4 or 5 weeks.
High ankle sprain. So we're going to need another kicker. And
Right?
right after the injury happened, they had Kyle Juszczyk on the sideline kicking like he was going to be the kicker. It's like, really? Like, are you guys seriously going to have him kick field goals? And then they had Mitch Wazowski, our punter. He went over there and started kicking. He's probably the best option when we have no kicker, you know. But the reason Jake Moody got injured, he was trying to make a tackle on special teams, and he made the tackle. But our coverage unit absolutely stinks. I wouldn't be surprised to see Seattle score a touchdown on our coverage unit, our special teams coverage unit at some point. I won't be surprised.
Oh yeah, especially when. Oh yeah, because I was at that game when we pulled that was it fake punt since you.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. I remember that fake punt. You guys ran it all the way in for a touchdown. I was watching my TV going, man, that was before we took that Brian Snyder guy. I guess he was a Seattle Seahawk before he was a 49er.
Yeah.
But that's our special teams coach. And right now it's like, I don't know if it's his fault or if he's just working with what he has. I think it could be he's working with what he has because it seems like Kyle and John that they value certain positions more than others, like defensive line. They invest a lot of money in the defensive line. They invest a lot of money in offensive position players. And when it comes down to like the O-line, they've actually said, we'll draft a guy that'll get the ball in his hands before. Well, you got to get the ball in his hands first, and it's hard to do that when the quarterback's running for his life. But that's his philosophy, right? So when it comes to special teams, I kind of feel like Kyle doesn't value it because he cut two guys that the wide receiver group is thick, We got some decent players in our wide receiver room. Our corners supposedly was the best corners we've had in years. It hasn't looked that way at this point. But they cut Sammy Womack, who got picked up by the Indianapolis Colts like immediately and added to their 53. And they cut Danny Gray, and those guys were fantastic on the coverage unit. They were always up in the mix, making a tackle, making a play, and they cut both of them. And it's like, this is why our special teams unit sucks, because you guys keep cutting these players thinking, our position group is thick in there. Oh, okay, what about special teams, guys? Like, at this point, our coverage unit gets smacked around. The Rams game.
Yeah.
Part of the reason they won that game, and it's just part. I never point out one play and say that's the reason we lost. There's always multiple plays throughout the game, right? There's always. But there was at the end of the game, they had a big punt return. And the guy got across the 50. They were almost in field goal range after that punt return. And that was our special teams unit sucking.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like at some point, right now, Kyle, you're watching Brock Purdy run for his life, and you're watching our special teams unit suck.
Mhm.
So you need to start valuing these offensive line and special teams coverage more than he is, you know.
Mhm.
Um,
Sounds like what
but
we used to go through when we had Russell Wilson here.
oh my goodness. That guy was like he was a thorn in the 49ers side, man. He really was. Um, when he left the division, there were so many people that were like, "Yes, he's gone." I was like, I kind of wanted to beat him. Like, I don't want him to leave with that record against the 49ers like he had. But there's nothing I can do about that. You know, it's, and it was like, I was trying to figure out the whole time, is it Pete Carroll or is it like, oh, wow. Or is it Russell Wilson? Is that what's beating us? Is it Pete Carroll or is it Russell Wilson? You know? And I honestly think that it was more Russell Wilson than it was Pete Carroll. You know, Geno Smith's come to town. I'm gonna knock on wood right now saying that I don't think he's beat us. I'm
No,
knocking on wood though. I don't want to curse anything. You know. He's having. What do you think of his season right now, Eddie? He's doing pretty good.
he has. I mean, okay, his first. I mean, he's throwing 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, yes, we both had games that we kind of were supposed to lose. Okay, well, okay, when you guys faced the Vikings, like I had you guys winning that, but then I heard you guys haven't won in Minnesota since 1992,
December. I think it's like December 13th or something, 1992. But yeah, yeah.
and and of course our first loss happened to be the Detroit Lions. But but let's look at the Lions. They added more weapons and they've got better draft picks this year.
They do, dude. That game was fun to watch. I was actually watching that game. That was fun. You know, you guys were going back and forth, just throwing haymakers. It was a fun game to watch. But you know, so what do you think about your defense? You know, you got Boye Mafe coming back, and I mean, do you have anyone else coming back? Is that going to be enough, or
I mean,
what do you think?
we already got Leonard Williams back,
That's your interior defensive lineman, right?
and then believe we have Cameron Young making his debut on Thursday.
Cameron Young, what is he also a defensive lineman?
Yeah, I think he's like a nose tackle.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, like I said, it sucks that we have to have Byron Murphy out for because he has a hamstring injury,
Yeah.
and then yeah, you know those don't heal right away.
No, no, they don't. Typically they'll linger unless you truly, just sit back and let it heal.
But,
They'll they'll linger
but
the whole season if you try playing on it.
I think we're probably keeping him out until like the next game, which is at Atlanta next week.
Atlanta. Oh, you go to Atlanta?
Yep.
That really might not be an easy game. I mean, I know it's Kirk Cousins, but then a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's Kirk Cousins." Kirk Cousins has won some football games, folks. Um, Crazy juice. I was just talking about our offensive line woes, right? That's part of the reason I'm asking you about your defensive line. But crazy juice brings up, I hope we can replace Brendel soon. Now, I believe just before or maybe even after the bye week, we're going to have this guy coming back named Feliciano.
Mm-hmm.
And Brendel, I mean, the guy's just getting beat up. It's our center. He's not playing good football. last week on the last play of the game when Brock Purdy got hit and just threw it up when he should have just ate it and lived to play another round, right? Pull it
Yeah.
back, take the sack, right? He Brindell was on the left side double teaming a guy with Aaron Banks that did not need to be double teamed. Aaron Banks has got that, you know, and a center, they're the guys calling the protection. They're supposed to be like probably one of the wiser, offensive linemen on the field because they're calling the protections and they're seeing what the defense is about to do, right?
Right.
So they loaded they loaded the right side of our offensive line. They overloaded over there, and Jake Brindle is double teaming it. He didn't even double team the guy. He just kind of put his hand on him. He didn't have to do anything. What he should have done on that play is saw the overload, slid to the right, which then Pooney would have slid to the right. And then our running back also would have done the same thing. Everyone's got a hat on a hat there. Brock Purdy has an extra second or two to survey the field, second and a half, we'll say, to survey the field and get the ball out. But instead, Brindle is not a good center. And he's trying to double team a guy that does not need to be double teamed. So Feliciano, he's an intelligent football player. If he sees the shit hitting the fan, he is gonna take the lesser of the two evils for the quarterback. He's done this type of stuff before. But when we get him back, I want Kyle to just insert him at starting center. Just do it. He is a by far upgrade over Jake Brindle. He's bigger, he's stronger. He's very experienced too. He has a lot of starts in the league. Jake Brindle didn't start a game until he started playing for us. And I think he was 28 or 29 at that point. There's a reason he wasn't starting for any other team, and we're seeing it. Our right tackle, that's been a problem going all the way back to when they drafted McGlinchey. McGlinchey's a good run blocker, but man, that guy got owned in pass coverage. Holy cow.
And then,
pass blocking.
Oh, yeah. Then the Broncos picked him up.
Yeah, the Broncos paid him a lot of money too, like $20 million a season. He's actually injured right now. I think they have someone else playing for him right now. But and then we chose to go with McKivitz over there. And it seems like the same thing's going on that was going on with McGlinchey. But McKivitz has actually played a little better the last couple weeks because Kyle started having a guy named Spencer Burford who played right guard for us, last season and the season before. He started having him take snaps, split snaps with McKivitz in practice with the first team at right tackle. So McKivitz, here's some motivation, keep your job, right?
Right.
But I'm honestly thinking, I don't think Spencer Burford's going to be any worse than Colton McKivitz over there. I really don't. Sometimes you just got to try something.
And then, now how's the penalties going over there? It's like too many.
Well, the first 3 games we were sloppy when it comes to penalties. We had there was a lot of flags flying. Last game, I actually don't think we did too bad. I'm going to look at that firsthand. Whoa, who's texting me? Oh, my kid's texting me. But yeah, last game, which I'm going to look at that. Oh, NFL Week 5, why not? And the Chiefs beat the Saints. Who would have not? Derek Carr's out, so he got hurt.
Oh, yes. So I guess they're going to be starting Spencer Rattler.
Wow. So they only called one penalty on the Cardinals for 5 yards. Are you freaking kidding me?
That's it.
Nick Bosa doesn't get held, buddy. The offensive lineman could be like, have his jersey pulled all the way out, be looking at the ref going, "What's up, dude?" And the ref won't call it. It's ridiculous how many times that guy gets held and just no flag. It's like, just come on, NFL. But we had 4 penalties for 21 yards on that last game. That's actually good compared to normal. I'm going to look at the one before because I don't think it was too bad either. Patriots, the win. Oh, nope. It was kind of bad. Well, 6 penalties for 43 yards. I mean, that's not great.
Yeah. Then when we
How
took on
are
New
you guys
England,
doing penalty wise?
I mean, I think this last game, like, we were getting too many penalties on the defense. It's like all the holding calls.
Oh my goodness. Against the Rams, it was 8 for 75. I mean, it seems like we're improving, is what I'm saying. We're improving. We went from 8 to 6 to 4. Hopefully they can get that down to 2 on Thursday, but I doubt it. It seems like we rack up some penalties in Seattle,
I mean, because I look at our first three games is okay. We took on the Broncos week 1. Well, they scored a garbage time touchdown on us to get within 6, and then you guys played the Patriots way better than what we did. But yeah, we went in overtime. But as long as we got the W, that's all I cared about.
That's all that getting the W is what it's about. I was saying I don't care if it's by 1 point or by 40, just get the win.
We did the quickest 3 and out on the Patriots in overtime.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
What?
So Kenny's saying Cards Niners game was rigged. AF. That's funny.
And
he said, as Sentinel's saying, oh, they wanted a 48-point spread, but they got 47. Okay, I see what you're saying, and I see what you guys are getting at. You're talking about the betting folks that run the world.
I've kind of noticed Brock Purdy holds the ball a little too long.
It seems like lately, it seems like he is. He starts like during the last play, he was staring Ayuk down, and George Kittle was open in the flat. He could have just dumped that ball off right before that guy got there, to George Kittle. And George Kittle, he had room to run. So it's just one of those things, when they review the tape, Brock Purdy, you'll see that. But at the same time, the coach needs to make the right play call too. And it seems like late in the games, a lot of guys are saying Brock's making bad decisions. Brock's doing this. Is it really him, or is it the play calling goes downhill at that point?
Yeah, and I wanted to point another thing out. Okay, you guys were okay with 4th and 3, and you guys decided to go. Was it Kyle Shanahan was the one that said go for it? Because I was watching that highlight, like, you guys really should have took the field goal.
Oh, was this against the Rams?
Not Cardinals.
Oh,
I think it was 4th and 3. But you guys went for it, and then you got turnover on downs.
Yep. Yeah, there's sometimes I think we were without Jake Moody at that point, I don't remember how long of a field goal it was. If it's not a chip shot, he's not going to let Mitch do it though. This next week that's going to change because we're going to, for a fact, we're going to sign a kicker if they haven't already. They probably should have done that
I think
yesterday,
you got.
honestly.
I think I saw you guys did today.
Man, they should have took care of that yesterday, not today.
I mean, that's not enough. It's like, yeah, you want to get on that right away. Yeah, because I know some of your fans say, oh, you guys should knock on Robbie Gold's door.
He's coaching a high school team right now.
Yeah, it's like he's retired. Look.
Yeah, he's not. I highly doubt he would come back.
I mean, this
So
is just
kicker
like
Matthew Wright. He's been in the league since 2019.
he must have been like a backup kicker.
He was originally a Pittsburgh Steeler. So I'm actually going to look up his PFF numbers. Has he actually stuck with the team? That's the thing about kickers. A lot of teams act like they're interchangeable. We got this Jake Moody guy, which all kinds of people are saying if the game's on the line, and honestly, he's young, that will come with time. It's not something that you just get automatically. Yeah, I'm looking at his PFR right now. So, yeah, he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers for 3 games. What? He's with Jacksonville for 14 in 2021. Kansas City and Pittsburgh in 2022. And Carolina in 2023. So he's just kind of he's a guy you sign if you have to, is what I'm saying. And the Cardinals, they picked up Chad Ryland. He kicked the game-winning field goal against us. This is the guy that the Patriots traded up for and took after we took Jake Moody that year.
They don't have Matt Prater anymore.
He's hurt. He is. I was looking at the injury report, and they had him listed as hurt. And then the Cardinals signed Chad Ryland. I was like, what? Chad Ryland's available? It's like, it's almost like the 49ers just need to keep a kicker on the practice squad, just in case. Maybe that would even push Jake Moody to hit those crunch time field goals and, be a little better. But, uh-oh. You guys are talking about that fumble. Now, first things first, he only had it secured with one hand. He should have had both hands on the ball at that point because he was starting to get hit. But this is all coaching, guys. Seriously, this is all coaching. Our coaches need to teach him that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just the truth.
Yeah, and here's
the fumble
another thing.
It wasn't hilarious, Kenny. We were driving, dude. That took points off the board. Come on. And yes, he was. That's exactly it. He was holding it with one hand, just like a loaf of bread. Mm-hmm. Yep, I can't argue with that.
Okay, now when we have if you note, DK has fumbled the ball twice in the last 2 games. Because I mean, all I wanted to do is just get the first down and then go down with the ball instead of trying to pick up extra yards.
Oh yeah, I heard he had a fumble. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean he had one against the Lions when we were driving down the field. Fumbled the ball and then the Lions took it for. They did us like they ran like 50 yards. And then against the Giants, like he got a first down, then he fumbles the ball. Like, all you need to do is like go down or step out of bounds.
The football players got habits. They want to fight for those extra yards, and yeah, you can do that, but make sure you have that ball secure because all these players have learned to peanut punch, and it works. It works. It knocks the ball out. Oh, a couple more folks in the chat. We got my guy Wolf. What's happening, buddy? Probably driving home from work, so you drive safe now. That's my guy. We got Papa J. What's going on, man? But so, like, all right, what do the Seahawks have to do to beat the 49ers, buddy?
Okay. Offense needs to step up. I mean, our running backs need to get more yards because the last game it was Gino that led the team in rushing yards, and I will okay for your defense. Like if you guys leave Kenneth Walker open, if any holes for him, that's gonna be a very long day for the defense. Because
And you guys seem to be passing the ball a lot more. I mean, in the past you've been running the ball kind of heavy, and then you throw you kind of play action pass, and you throw the ball around, right? You make defenses play you straight up. They play honest because of the run game. This year it seems like you guys are tossing the ball around a lot.
Okay, now if you have now, okay, when it comes to Tyler Lockett, and it's like a third down put, you can expect him to make a third down catch for a first down.
Yep. Yeah, that Tyler Lockett, that's the one guy that we need to lock down. And right now, Javarius Ward isn't playing great. So I feel like Diamador Lenore would be our best option to put on him right now.
I mean, he's good at getting open when needed to. I mean, same for DK Metcalf.
Kenneth Walker Jr. and Charbonnet are healthy.
And then let's not forget our other receiver, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah. Yeah, you have three legitimate receivers over there. Right.
I mean, if you leave him wide open that's for a touchdown, and no one's you don't ever want to leave him open.
You remember that time, like Sentinel saying someone snatched Ward's chain. He hasn't been the same since. Well, what's going on there? And yes, Kenny, we know Kyle's October record isn't good, but he has to win this one. You don't win this one, you're putting yourself in a very bad spot moving forward. But when it comes to Ward, he's been battling that. He's had that groin injury. And he hasn't, I don't think he's fully healed up from it. And he keeps stepping foot on the field. Supposedly we're deep in the cornerback room. Let's see it. Let's see the rookie Renardo Green. Let's see the second-year guy, Darrell Luter Jr. Let's see one of these guys get on the field. Isaac Yadam, he's made some really good plays, but he's also let the receiver make some really good plays. So he's kind of hit and miss.
Yeah. And then I see that Isaac Guerrero, am I saying his name right?
A running back?
Yeah, because I saw he was doing punt returns and he muffed a couple catches.
Yes, it seems like every punt returner we've ever had has done that at some point. But he's a rookie, and hopefully Kyle stays patient with it. But Kyle doesn't have much patience, especially for young players. He'll sign some guy off the couch or some guy on a cruise, to come play nickel in the Super Bowl. And when you have some perfectly good corners that are better than him on the bench. I'm talking about Logan Ryan. That was a horrible decision. The guy's a safety. He's not a corner. He's not Jimmy Ward. He's not going to pull it off. You know, Jimmy Ward actually did that transition. Well, so Jimmy Ward actually started out at the corner position. So he had experience playing corner. I think Logan Ryan was a corner at one point, but then he switched to safety as he got older. But either way, Logan Ryan wasn't the guy. But Kyle has a bad habit of trusting a lesser veteran over a young player that has talent and will actually do a better job. Kyle trusts the veteran, and I don't get it. You know, like our linebacking core, they signed Campbell. He wasn't our first choice. Our first choice, we made a contract offer to, and he chose to sign somewhere. Actually agreed to sign with us, but then chose to sign somewhere else. You know, it was I can't remember his name, but I don't want to remember his name, you know. And then Campbell was our second choice. And he can't seem to get off the block. Campbell can't seem to get off the block. And, you know, like D Winters, our third linebacker, who I would like to see get more time on the field. The guy has sideline to sideline speed. He just needs playing time so he can get into the flow. Yeah. And Kyle just does not play young players. So it's like, okay, so by year 3, we kind of know what we have here. Year 4, they're walking. We only had 2 years of this guy on the field versus the whole 4, you know. But at this point, I don't think our linebacking core can get worse if you let D Winters play. They can't. DFF, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles, he sucks. You know, it's a lot of us were wondering why he made the team. And a guy made an argument for him. He's a good special teamer. I see him get schooled, ran over in special teams all the time. I don't see the value. I don't. Tommy. I think Campbell is pro-choice. Now we don't talk about that stuff here, Tommy.
Oh,
but
sorry. Yeah, I'm reading this comment.
That's funny. Campbell has 17 tackles in the last 2 games. That's doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to watch him more and see where those tackles are. But it would be nice if he improves from the first couple games. And I mean, I've rewatched the games, and yeah, he does tackle people, but I also see him stuck on blocks a lot. You got to shed that blocker, you know. And yeah, a lot of times the blocker's bigger than him, and who knows? He could be holding them on the inside, grabbing his jersey. You know, that's what they're taught to do, so the refs don't see it, right?
Right.
But
that's like when you're facing Pat Mahomes. It's like if you put one finger on him, oh, there's a flag. Yes. So especially playing like him or like Tom Brady, like any kind of hit on him, that there's a flag.
yeah, that's what it seems. We always have a player or two like Travarius Ward. He'll draw a flag. I think he's good for. I don't know if he's good for a pass interference a game right now, but it kind of seems like it. I'd have to look into that, but I don't know for a fact if he is. But so this is what the Niners need to do to win the game. There's been this talk that we're searching for our identity. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is 49er football. This is what we got to do to win the game, Eddie. We got to run the ball a lot. We got to dink and dunk. We got to eat the clock, get first downs, score touchdowns in the red zone. If the offense is able to do that, the defense will stay rested and hopefully we'll put up a good performance. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I think the Seahawks are going to score on us. But if the offense is able to do what 49er football dictates, then we will win this game, And that's the winning formula. Last week, we passed the ball way more than running it. This is what it seems. It seems like Kyle wants to get pass happy. I got all these wide receivers, and I'm going to get pass happy with this crappy offensive line or center, mainly. And I mean, Banks, our left guard, he's okay. I can't say he's great. He's okay though. Our right guard has been a pleasant surprise. Dominique Pooney, the rookie.
Yep.
Pleasant surprise. If you rewatch some of the games, you'll see this guy taking on 2 defensive linemen, one with each hand, and holding them off. He is amazing. If he keeps on this track, he's going to be a future Pro Bowler. And our right tackle, as long as it ain't a speed rusher, he'll do okay. But if you put a speed rusher on him, he's going to be struggling. But it's hard to pass the ball around if you don't have at least above average players at every offensive line position. And right now, I think our left guard's average. Our center is far below average. And our right tackle, I honestly believe he's below average. So that leaves what? Our right guard and our left tackle that are pretty good. There's typically four defensive linemen rushing, folks. The math don't math, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's how we win the game. It's 49er football. Run the ball 35 times. Don't do it all with Mason though, Kyle. Come on, man. I know he's your best running back right now, but sprinkle in some Garendo. Who's this Patrick Taylor Jr. guy that you got on the roster? Can we see him on the field? Just run the ball 35, 40 times like we used to run it. Let Brock pass the ball 25, maybe 26 times, depending on how many plays we get. And that's it, right?
Right. And let's not forget, as long as you guys don't get too many penalties.
Yes. Yeah, well, hey, we're trending down in that department. Hopefully we'll keep it at 4 or less.
Okay, now for us, for the Seahawks to win is we just gotta like I said, try to run the ball more, take deep passes unless we need to. I mean, learn to take. Yeah, we're kind of smart on taking field goals when we need to. I mean, unless for example it's 4th and 1 or 4th and inches, then I'd say go for it. Instead of like I said, one of the games is it was 4th and 3 for you guys. I would have just tried for a field goal. Only go for it on 4th down unless the game is really on the line.
And I see your point there. You guys are almost 50-50.
I'm calling this game. This is a 50-50 chance for both of us.
So that's how it is right now too. I look at it I might not even pick us. The pick games tomorrow night. I got to decide by then. I might not even pick us to win this game, just because of how we played against the Rams and the Cardinals. It's but so this last game, we threw the ball 35 times. we ran the ball 27 times. 4 of those were Brock Purdy scrambling. So 4 of those were actually supposed to be a pass.
Right.
So that would make it 39-23. That's not 49er football. Yeah, those weren't designed run plays. He took off. But we just got to get back to running the ball 55% of the time. 60% of the time. That's what we used to do. It was the winning formula. What's wrong with continuing to do that?
Yeah. That's probably what. Is that what happened when you guys took on the Vikings and Justin Jefferson got that long touchdown run?
Oh my goodness. That was a very poor defensive play call at that point. And it was like the over the top coverage wasn't deep enough over the top. So he got behind it and it was a bad defensive call at that point. Justin Jefferson, you should be doubling him, and I don't understand why the corner wouldn't hang with him, even with a safety over the top. You still got to hang with the guy. Man, that play, that play. When I saw it happen, I was like, "You got to be kidding me! Like, did this really just happen?" And yeah, it really happened. It was like one of those. What can you do about it, right?
Right. Just like we allowed a 73-yard touchdown from the Lions.
Wow. Yeah, against the Patriots, we actually ran the ball more. 5 of those were Brock Purdy. Dang it. I think he actually had a designed run or two in that game, though. But, yeah, we ran the ball 29, 31, 33 times and passed it 27. But 5 of those were Brock Purdy, so that could have been him scrambling. But that's just not 49er football. We're used to throw the ball 25-ish times a game, run the ball 35, plus times. That's just typically what we do. Dink and dunk, eat the clock, score points.
Like that's what Kyle Shanahan wants to like. He wants you guys to just throw the ball more than running it.
Uh-oh. Stevo says we're coming for your goalpost, Eddie.
Oh, we'll see you on Thursday.
That's funny. Uh-oh. Kenny says I'll check it out when I'm done with the stream, Kenny. And we can talk more about that tomorrow night on the pick show, but we also got to get the picks done because I work early in the morning, folks. All you guys that are on it that I know are watching. Mm-hmm. But the thing working with me is there's bye weeks, so we're down to 14 games. So that's 2 less games we've got to pick a week now. But David Corona is wishing you luck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're both gonna need it on Thursday.
Yeah, those Thursday games, I've always hated them, man. Turkey Day is a tradition, but I'm not a fan of Thursday games. Football is a violent sport. There are current and former players that have said it's like being hit by a car and then you got a week to recover before you get hit by a car again.
We had 2 Thursday night football games this year.
You do? I think
this one.
Oh, they're not both against us, are they?
Nope. No. No. It's like, man, they really want that rival Thursday night. Because our second Thursday night game is against the Bears.
Let's see. So we got you on Thursday, Chiefs on a Sunday, and then it just starts going to days. But that's Sunday.
I keep saying that game
Ooh,
should
we
go.
got a bye week. Got a
That
bye
game
week.
should be flexed to prime time.
What should be?
The Chiefs game.
I don't know when they start flexing. I thought that they started like later in the season, but I kind of feel
I
like
could
they should start it earlier in the season.
I could ask. Well, any Niner fans in the chat, like, don't you all agree with me? Like saying that Chiefs and Niners game should be flexed to Sunday night.
We got the Cowboys October 27th, then a bye week. Then we got to go all the way to Tampa Bay, which the bye week will help that travel out. Then we got you guys at home.
Yeah, we're just coming off our bye week, and we'll be playing you guys in your house.
Man, why do we always get teams off their bye week? We're getting the Chiefs off their bye week too.
Yeah.
Then we got the Packers at Lambeau on November 24th. Hopefully, that won't be a -2 degrees.
It's
Then we
tough.
got the Bills. Wow, the Bills at Buffalo December
Oh,
21st.
it's gonna be way cold in the.
Yeah, December 1st in Buffalo. That's definitely going to be a cold one. Then we got the Bears, who are playing better than I thought they would be at Frisco. Then it's time for revenge. We got the Rams coming to town. Then we got the Dolphins, and I don't know if they'll have Tua back by then, but we got to go to Miami. The Lions, buddy. We'll have the Lions in week 17.
That's gonna be a good game.
And then week 18, we're going to have the Cardinals again, which hopefully we can get revenge because I got some smack to talk to someone, and I hate having to wait that long. You know, I really do. I hate having to wait that long to do it, but I don't make the schedule.
Yeah, I know some people are calling our Thursday night game the injury bowl
It
because
really
of how
could be.
because of how bad we're both banged up.
We are banged up, you know. Honestly, I think we have enough stars playing where we could take this game. You know, you got your big names on offense playing, Lockett and DK Metcalf, you know, they're going to be out there.
Yeah,
Smith and Jigba, he's going to be out there too, right?
yeah, because I know you'll have Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, and Debo.
Yep. Kittle should be out there. I honestly haven't even looked at the injury report for this game yet. Let's look at that real quick, like before we finish up, though. But yeah, that's this could be good. I've been trying to avoid looking at it, honestly.
I didn't even know Kittle got hurt.
Kittle's always seems to be banged up. Injury report week 6.
Unless you guys are trying to be cautious with him.
That could be it. So it says they have Jacob Cowing, our rookie wide receiver / punt returner. It says unknown. Well, his injury is shoulder, but his status is unknown. It was a full participant in practice though. So Fred Warner has an ankle injury. They have him listed as limited. You know, if he can walk, he's going to play. George Kittle, it's a ribs injury right now.
Oh,
But they have him limited, but you know he's going to be out there. He's a tough guy. Oh, man. One of our starting safeties, Jair Brown, here he is appearing on the injury report. Ankle injury limited participant. So Charvarius Ward, it says he has a knee problem. It was a groin. Now it's a knee. Did not participate in practice. He might be out. Jake Moody, yeah, he's out. He's out 4 to 5 weeks.
So some of those guys are probably just going to be game time decision.
So Hufanga has a wrist injury, you know, Talanoga, Hufanga, our safety.
Yes.
But he's full participant in practice, so he's going to be out there. DFF, our linebacker, did not practice. Hopefully, he misses more time so they can see that they don't need him out there. Oh, wow. Jordan Elliott, our interior defensive lineman, knee did not participate. And Chris Conley, oblique, did not participate. Oh, boy. LaVisca Chenault Jr.? Who? I hope that's how you say his name, buddy.
What?
Shin, full participant. This is you.
Yep.
Julian Love, your free safety, has a hamstring. It says limited.
Oh, he'll be out there.
Boye Mafe, knee limited participant. Is that Pharaoh Brown? Is it Pharaoh?
Pharaoh Brown.
Okay. Tight end, it says groin limited. This all says status unknown at this point, folks. Tariq Woolen, their corner, ankle, did not participate in practice. Is he out?
I mean, it'll probably be a game time decision.
Okay, they're talking about Nwosu, but he got put on IR, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's definitely out. Byron Murphy II, hamstring, did not participate. So that's probably questionable, I'd say. Derek Hall, outside linebacker, foot, did not participate. Jonathan Hankins, dang, you have Jonathan Hankins?
Yeah.
Defensive tackle, hand, full participant.
Yeah, I think we took him from the Cowboys.
You did. That'd be a guy I wouldn't mind having in our medal. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Juice is limited with a with a what sprain? Steve-O.
Debo.
Nope. That's Kenny. Juice is limited with a. I can't see the emoji. Dang it!
Oh, it's a juice thing.
Oh, is it the juice cup?
Yep.
That's funny. But Cameron Young, your nose tackle, is full participant knee. So that's the guy you said is going to be making his debut.
Yep.
So you'll have a couple good interior guys, Jonathan Hankins and Cameron Young.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just Javarius Ward. It's like, just hold him out. Hold him out. The guy's been banged up all year. He hasn't been himself. Just hold him out. Play the rookie.
And then, because I know some people. I know I talked with some other people that saying like Kyle should stop using Debo as a running back.
Uh-oh. Is Tribe a regular or some 13-year-old? I think Tribe's a Rams fan. Where's he at? Oh. But yeah, Tribe's a Rams fan. I just looked at his comment, but we're not 1-4.
We can't hear you all the way in the basement.
That's right. You're all the way down there. We can't hear that far, buddy.
It's somebody you're gonna have to speak up.
But all right, well, good luck to you and your Seahawks on Thursday, buddy. But you know me, I hope 49ers win. It's kind of it might even be a must win for us at this point.
Yeah, same here.
And man, we got some rough stretches, both teams, in our schedules coming up. So things should get interesting here very quickly. And that's on Thursday, folks. That's when things are going to get interesting.
Oh, yeah, because after the Falcons and we got the Bills at home.
Yeah, we got the Chiefs, the Cowboys, then bye week. Then it's on to the Buccaneers, who haven't been playing bad football. It just goes downhill from everywhere.
Oh yeah. The Falcons, the Bills, and then the Rams, and then our bye week.
The Rams just seem to be a thorn in the side of their divisional opponents right now. So,
I mean, the Rams have always been like that, and they've always owned us for a while.
oh, Kenny, buddy, you bringing this up? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a little change of the defensive coordinator spot right now. Robert Saleh's available, Um, or maybe even just do this: fire Brandon Staley, because who knows what he does anyway. Bring in Robert Saleh to be the assistant head coach over the defense. And then there you go. You might have just fixed your problems with the defense there, Kyle.
I mean, I would say, well, Mike McDonald has done a very good job of coaching for being at the DC in Baltimore. Because look what he did. Look what he did with the defense over there. Because I'm thinking, because I think that's what he's about to do over in Seattle, like get more pieces to the defense.
You guys, isn't your current head coach? Wasn't he like the former, like last year's Ravens?
Yep.
Or is that your DC?
Oh,
Ravens
that's our
DC
head
last
coach.
year.
That was
That's
the
your head
Ravens
coach.
piece. Yep.
Dang, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand Pete Carroll was more of a defensive back coach.
Yeah, and that kind of worries me because of how the Ravens came in with an excellent game plan. Against our offense and Brock Purdy, they come in with an excellent game plan. So, we'll see. We'll see how this all fires off Thursday, buddy. It's coming up. It's 2 days away, guys.
Yeah.
2 days away. It's game time.
We're both rocking our throwback jerseys. Because I see you guys are wearing your all white third throwbacks, and then we're wearing our home throwback jerseys.
Are you wearing the ones with the silver helmet?
Yep. Because see, I have. Yeah. See that? Hold on. I have a throwback right here.
Ooh. I actually didn't mind those old uniforms. They weren't bad looking.
I mean the one we started off like. I mean, I think Matt Hasselbeck was the last quarterback to wear those before we switched to the blue kind. I think they were with the Reebok.
Okay. I mean, you can see my Joe Montana back here. I actually have a crimson Frank Gore. Not the red, but when we had kind of the maroonish uniforms, I have one of those. But maybe I'll start swapping Montana, and I'll put Gore up there, like every other stream or something. Or maybe I'll put Gore like over here.
I gotta give me
I'm still undecided, but he's going up.
Yeah, I gotta get me a Steve Largent jersey. I can, and then I used to have a Sean Alexander jersey, but that wore out.
Hey, the old wore out ones are still good though. It's called battle tested. That's
that thing is starting to get holes in it.
All right, buddy. Well, do you have any ending thoughts before we get out of here?
I mean, good luck to you guys on Thursday.
Hey, good luck to you, man. I hope it's a good game.
I think it's going to be a low score. I think it's probably going to be a low scoring game.
Woo, Steve-O, this is kind of a hot take.
Whoa.
12-7.
Wow.
I don't know. You never know, right? It's a Thursday
That's
game.
True. I mean, someone's really gonna have to have a very bad game.
Yep. Yeah, that's hey, some Thursday games you expect, this is gonna be a good game, and they come out and it's like 7-6. and it was just boring to watch. You know,
It
it's you never know what's going to happen on a Thursday,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, just I'll be missing the game Thursday because I gotta work.
I was going to say, if you want an 80% chance of winning your pick, watch the show I'm going to have tomorrow night, and whoever I pick for Thursday, pick the other team, because I only have a 20% winning percentage on Thursday. So this is historically,
Mm-hmm.
like, this goes back years, Eddie. It's
Yeah.
I'm so bad on Thursdays. All right, guys. So we're out of here. Peace.
Peace
As
out.
Corey Davis would say, go 49ers and F all 31 other teams.
Peace out.